There are entire towns underwater. There since the 30s, down, drowned in the dark. I grew up on the lake next to one and never knew it. Grandy told me out at his trailer after his fourth bottle was chucked and smashed at the tin wall covered in chicken wire about Danvers and the Donnells and the devil. Danvers Lake was called Danvers, Arkansas back in the day. Then the WPA showed up and blocked the Tuft River with a dam. The Donnells ran booze and guns before that, had a bunch of money stashed down in the town. Gold, silver, that was the rumor. Anyhow, the sheriff buddied up with the feds and ripped a bunch of the town as it was evacuated, all the while waiting to scoop up the Donnells if they showed up. They didn't, and the sheriff didn't find shit. The town flooded, treasure and all. Before the war, Tommy Donnell drowned out there in the lake, looking for his gold. His brother Taft quit the town and joined up and spent 3 years in some Pacific hellhole. He came back, built a shack out on the lake. I grew up looking at that tar shack from my window. I'd see the man who lived there from time to time. Strange, big and gangly and without age. Bald and slick like a seal. He'd swim out there in the lake and dive. I remember this clearly. He'd dive and not come up for minutes. Always in the same place, straight across from my house. Gold down there in the dark, waiting. Once Taft Donnell shook his fist at my dad when he was a boy, and Grandy went out there with a shotgun and had words. Grandy says Donald lost it in the Pacific, that he was soft. Donald told him the devil was named Tulu, and that his time was at hand. Nothing could stop the devil who would work his ways on him. Taft Donald died like he lived, drinking paint thinner. Years later, when I was like 10, they found him. The county buried him. His shack was knocked flat by Moe's pickup truck and dragged off. No great loss. I dream now of the spires and the doorways and the empty windows alive with the fish of murky floating water in what were once kitchens. Winding staircases that lead up to but never reach open air. Green waving plants growing from the peaks of the roofs like waving hands barely touched by the dim green light. Walls and boxes and safes filled with gold in the black. I can hold my breath a long time now.